Alright, hello and welcome. I'm hoping that this will be fine. Starting up my first match here. I don't actually know if this is being picked up at all, but I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on.
You got this! Look over here!
Hey, watch out! I'm bacon here.
Alright, but this is my final offer.
This is definitely something. I wish I had more to talk about. And that's going to kind of be the downfall of streaming. But we're going to figure things out. We're going to see how it goes. Oh, that person is playing the Lich King.
How did it go?
And these sort of early rounds are not the most appealing to watch. I kind of understand that. Not a lot going on. I'm not like a high ranked player, so it's a bit of a process. Until turn 5, there's not really a lot going on. That's rough.
How did it go?
I always find gems in the rough.
I'd get moving on the whole minion thing if I were you.
So, I'm thinking I kind of got to make quill boards work this game, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that exactly. I don't have a ton of good quill boards that I can pick through.
You got this!
Gotta get up to tier 3 so that I can actually get the quill board that give me bonuses to my blood gem stats. So,
Oh, don't
think-
worry. I got pictures of that one.
I always find gems in the rough.
this is a decent start. For now, these two will sort of build off of each other. And that's fine. I don't know how things are going for people in chat right now, but it is fucking hot
You've got
here.
me in your corner.
Finally win a combat. Let's go.
Amazing! Now, where's that winning smile?
I always find gems in the rough.
That's pretty good. So, starting this combat, my blood gems are going to be 2-1 instead of 1-1. So that's very good. We are going up against the Lich King again, though, and he's also doing Quillbore shenanigans, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. That's going to be why I'm having a hard time finding Quillbore, is he's just getting them first. And he also has a reflective pendant, which means he can do his Quillbore stuff faster than I can. So what I'm thinking here is I need to hope that next turn I pick up another Prickly Piper or a Moonbacon Jazzer off the refresh to continue scaling up my blood gems. So Prickly Piper is the one I have already on board, so it's Death Rattle. Death Rattle is an effect that happens when it dies during combat. Gives my blood gems an extra +1 attack. Moonbacon Jazzers have a Battle Cry, something that happens when they are played during the shop round, which is what we're in now. It gives my blood gems an extra +1 health during this game. However, looking at forwards at tier 4, Fearless Foodie is a good one. Gives me the ability to give my blood gems an extra +1/+1, so +1 to both stats for the game. Or I can just straight up get 4 blood gems. And Bonker will be really good. Give me a way to spread around some blood gems during combat besides the initial start of combat trigger. He is doing really well for himself. He is definitely sitting on some minions that I would like to have.
Who did this?
I will save this shop because there is 3 minions, or 2 minions and a spell here that I really want. But next turn is the Greater Trinket Shop, so hopefully I'll get something good here. And if I don't, at least I have another golden. Maybe I don't pick up the Bristlemane. I don't really have anything I can feed the blood gems into yet. Hopefully this turn, the telescope will help me pick something up. hopefully this greater trinket doesn't cost too much gold.
A blessed dream has led us here. Look over here!
I guess I'm doing a jar of gems. Grabbing this.
Who did this?
Ooh, huge.
I'll try anything once.
There we go. Alright, huge.
Oh my God!
Huge, 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 huge. And I can freeze this shop because I can get another Bristlemane next turn. I don't really think there's anything else in the shop that I want. I think this is good enough. So this is going to trigger after 2 minions on my board attack. Which hopefully I go first and get the trigger off on my Prickly Piper. And then when they do, my minions will get +5, +2, or if this dies first, these two will get probably +7, +2. Not great. Not a lot of health bonus. But we'll find out what can happen.
The stage is yours! Get out there!
Gotta play around with the volume a bit. Feels like I'm a little quiet.
That was quite a performance!
I always find gems in the rough.
This is a good shop to freeze on. I think, however, I am going to sell the foodie, get 2 blood gems, pump that guy up a little bit. Maybe I should have. No, I needed to refresh because having those in my shop now will help me later. So over our next couple refreshes, what we're looking for are Bonker. We're looking for Corrupted Bristlers. These will just scale over the course of the game, especially with the Skulking Bristlemans and the Jar of Gems. We're looking for a Gem Smuggler, which is not in this shop. I don't really like Dreaming Thornweaver very much. It's maybe I will take it this game just to see what happens. I do kind of like it more than Thorncaller. Thorncaller just gives me a blood gem every turn, but at least that is blood gem generation as outside of combat. Do a Bloodbound though. I do need to be spending those more frequently.
The whole band is cheering you on!
Oh, this guy is already scaling. He's already got his tier 7 minion out. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no. Well, we may be first out this game, but that's okay. Not really a ton that I can do. He's swapped to Murlocs? Well, at least I should have no more... At least I should have no more competition on Quillbore, so hopefully that's enough. This isn't a bad spell either. I don't like it. But if you have enough in-combat blood gem generation, or just enough blood gem generation in general, this can be an easy way to reallocate things to something like a Corrupted Bristler, and just have them be able to summon a golem during combat that just has a huge amount of stats. These are still 9 for my blood gems. Hopefully the Dreaming Thornweaver lives long enough to start generating some stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could trigger twice, which would be very helpful. But if it dies early, that just kind of throws that whole plan in the gutter. Craft services. That's gonna die. Nope, he dies already. Fantastic. I love the RNG of this game, you know? It's, something else. Oh, we zero out, so that's fine. Means we have another round. This round should be, it's probably not free, but they have been getting pretty thoroughly demolished. So, we are in a decent position. As long as we can get through this round, I think we can start scaling up into the mid-game now, which is way too far behind. Quite frankly, I think I am just out here. If I'm lucky, this dude goes out before me and I at least get 4th. But I think we will be very quickly on to the next game. I'm probably going to play 2 or 3 games here. Depends how long the next game goes for. But we also haven't seen another Corrupted Bristler yet. That's not great, all things considered. Yeah, he's the only one that had the Quillbore. Okay. He was doing Quillbore stuff earlier, but now he's fully moved to Murlocs. 2 people doing Murlocs game, 1 doing Dragons, 1 doing Pirates. Not liking the look of this board. Okay. Cool. So my blood gems now give 13-8.
That was quite a performance.
There's a bonker. There's a jazzer. I think we sell you to grab you. I think I move you here. No. 13, 28. I think I do this. Blood gems give more. Play bonker. I want you to survive to do the thing. Would like another Thornweaver so I can start. It's not really cycling minions.
Wait, how long have I been out of film?
I guess cycling minions is a good way of putting it. But being able to just sort of have the free spot on the board to put down another minion, perhaps something that helps me generate more stats would be nice, and this being a +2 bonus each turn instead of a +1 to 2 separate stats would be nice.
The whole band is cheering you on.
No, that's fine. Does have a board full of Venomous, so that's bad. That's very bad for us. I think that's just game, unfortunately. There's not much I can do when he just sort of one-shots my dudes. No defense against that. I guess it's literally Divine Shield, but I'm not out. I have another round to try and solidify my board. That's not great.
You should hire some help. I'd get moving on the whole minion thing if I were you.
Yeah, I'm getting moving on that whole minion thing. I get... There we go. Fantastic.
You've got a good eye.
So this guy's not doing Murlocs. Get a Gold Grubber and an Aureate Laureate, huh? Makes sense. Never seen that portrait before, though. So he's not doing Murlocs, which means she doesn't have Poisonous or Venomous, which is good for me. I think we're okay. My minions, or my blood gems are giving 17, 13, and this is playing to sort of combat. Really, really, really hoping that we win this round. I need this guy to go up before me. Ooh, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Ooh. We are not winning this one. I just did not scale fast enough. That sucks. Yep, that sucks. I thought I would have enough. My top minion just did not have enough attack or health. And those blood gems were not given enough stats. Oh, I got 4th. All I could hope for. get that ball rolling into round 2. Round 2. Top 4 is a win. That's all that matters. You get the one that's a JoJo's reference. Kind of fun. Once per turn after you buy 3 minions, get a plain copy of one of them. I think I take George the Fallen here. I'll play Kurtrus. Normally I wouldn't. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna grab the Flighty Scout. Hoping that a 3-3 is enough to get me through this first combat. Yazeris shows up 2 games in a row, huh? Okay. So, this Battlegrounds is interesting in that every 3 rounds I get to play a free golden minion. Awesome, we trade. Cool. Cool. I'm good taking 0 damage this round. So, I gotta figure out pretty quickly what I want to do. The good thing about Golden Arrow is I can kind of pivot every 3 turns. Not really, but like if I grab a golden bubble gunner this round, in 3 turns I could still decide to do something different, which is nice. That would be on the same turn as the lesser shop, but I think the lesser trinket shop is a good point to decide where you're going with your build. So if you haven't played Battlegrounds before, but I'm going to assume you know what Hearthstone is. If you haven't played Battlegrounds before specifically, it is a variant of Hearthstone that plays a lot like Dota's auto chess or League of Legends arena mode, I think it is. My game is starting to lag a little bit, and that's not great. Oh, this dude is all the Wrathweavers. Zero out again. If I can get 2 Soul Rewinders, 2 Golden Soul Rewinders, and then the Soul Rewinder Portrait, or if I can get this Soul Rewinder here, and then get Soul Rewinder Portrait, that would be really big. Being able to scale both of these up early would be really nice. Soul Rewinder Portrait gives me a Soul Rewinder and a Wrathweaver, and then lets my Soul Rewinder scale with attack at the same rate as their health.
The whole band is cheering you on.
I don't know where you're at today, but as someone who lives in a part of the world that's supposed to be cold, I really hope that it's not as hot for you as it is for me right now.
That was quite a performance.
Canada kinda suck. Alright, get another golden next turn. We also got Trinket Shop, so we're gonna see what we get. We're gonna cross our fingers and hope that we get the Soul Rewinder portrait. If not, what trinket options do we have?
What do you call a rookie photographer? Out of depth.
The Azeroth Model Globe could be helpful. Pretendatron's oil can is okay, but not great. The Bizarre sticker is really good in terms of just getting myself to deal damage to myself. Blessing Portrait's okay. Let's see what we got.
I got pictures of that one.
Bizarre sticker. That's fine. We'll grab a Floating Watcher. Very important to our goals here. Grab this. Put you on that. That's kind of rough. You're hoping something better than that, honestly. A portrait would have been fantastic there. Maybe finding 6 Soul Rewinders was kind of greedy. Or, I should say, hoping we find 6 Soul Rewinders. I guess to be fair, that wasn't actually 3. That was me playing a single Soul Rewinder that I made golden. Still. Maybe that wasn't the smartest choice. So, looking ahead at the greater trinkets, what are we thinking we want here? Karazhan chest set could be really good. Lorewalker scroll could be okay. Not fantastic, but there are certain spells that I will end up casting at some point this game. We could also get a Mecha Jiraxis sticker, which gives us 2 magnetic minions that could attach to our demons. Which just gives them stats and sometimes additional abilities. The Nether Pendant is really strong. So Discover a minion. Keyboard Igniter is really good here. You get rid of that minion and play that. That's huge.
That deserves a place of honor. You've got a good eye. Welcome to the crew.
Another Keyboard Igniter.
That's a good place to start.
think we're going to sell these two.
In the right light, you might have something there.
Maybe I should have used it on the keyboard igniter, because the hope was actually, I think I wanted another soul rewinder there. Too late. Poor choices. I still only have one copy of Wrathweaver, which means I'm probably actually going to get rid of this as soon as it is convenient for me. Because there is a demon later. There is a demon that I can pick up later that deals me a damage for doing certain things. And maybe that's going to be what gets me through this game.
Oh, don't worry. I got pictures of that one.
Next turn, we get a golden arrow. We get +1 gold next turn. There's our second Wrathweaver. That was not a very good turn, unfortunately.
In the right light, you might have something there.
It's unfortunately not fantastic. Unfortunately. The next turn we get our golden trinket, and we also get the golden arrow. Sorry, not golden trinket, greater trinket. As I said, there were a couple of really good options here. There are a lot of really bad options, however. If we get offered Wizard's Pipe, that would be really bad. If we get offered Wicked Tome, that's also not great. Valorous Medallion kind of sucks, but it's better than nothing. Even a sort of combat trigger, so getting that would be bad. Toxic Stinger doesn't do anything for us. There are actually a lot of greater trinkets that don't do anything for us, but there are a couple that do. The good thing is it does try and push us towards trinkets that are actually usable for our minion types. Oh, that's really unlucky. We still win. We still get 4 damage into this dude. There's our second golden soul rewinder. Mechadraxus is fine.
Colorful destruction! You should hire some help.
We are too late in the game for Patient Scout. We'll grab one of those. We'll freeze the shop there. Being able to just put a golden minion in the shop is really helpful, not just because it is more efficient that way, but it lets me cycle through minions a lot better. Because I can sell that, and instead of just getting the 1 gold back that you get for selling minions, you also get to discover a minion for the next tier up, which means I get another opportunity to look at tier 4 demons, hopefully. And tier 4 demons actually have a lot of good options for us. I believe one of the options is discover a demon pay life equal to its tier or something like that. And that's really helpful, because that's another damage trigger for our Soul Rewinders and for our Wrathweavers. I really hope we get another Wrathweaver next turn. It's not looking likely. The other Demons board is almost out, though, so I hope that they get out this next turn. And when they get out, I hope that all of the demons they bought return to the shop. I'm hoping their Wrathweaver returns to the shop, or however many they had. I think they're in the same boat that we are, in that they have 6 demons and a Wrathweaver. Which sounds like a sitcom, honestly. Fantastic. We do max damage to this guy, which means he is sitting at 1 health. So the reason that guy gets left at 1 health... Oh, the other demon's board isn't dead. That's not fantastic. The reason that we didn't kill that guy is unfortunately because we are at damage cap for... basically, until there is only 4 people left, you can only do 15 damage. That's pretty good. We'll play that at the end of the turn. Five. That doesn't do anything, so I can just sell.
The light has left this place.
There's our golden Wrathweaver. So yeah, so unfortunately that person didn't get out. I can buy this. I'll play the Wrathweaver for now just so I have a full board of minions. Things are not looking great for us. I thought that Reborn went on this guy, but I guess I didn't put it on the right one. It's fine. Not great, but it's fine.
You're in it to win it.
So as we're getting through this combat here, things are actually looking pretty good for us. They do not have anyone on board that summons anything, so if we make it through what they've got going on here, we are... Oh yeah, we're good. They clear out most of our board. We're still doing 7 damage. They are down at 7 health remaining. That's fast math for you. The other demon's board's still alive,
Now, where's that winning smile?
which is not good.
A great addition to the tour.
Pick up this floating watcher, pick up this defender's rights. We'll grab this false implicator. And we get a second one on end step. Fantastic. Not end step, but when we buy it, that's good. I think I'm actually going to sell this to play the implicator that I got for free. Give a little cheeky refresh. Nada. Okay. So this is continuing to scale up as we take damage, which is really good. These two are scaling up, but much slower, which means at some point I will be selling this. Having 2 high health minions on board is good, but we are going to end up replacing this later, probably for another thing that deals us damage, or something that helps us scale our demons more heading into the late game. So hopefully we kill this player here. We take this one out of the running. Maybe not. We get another golden arrow next turn. So we kill that. We take out both of those. This dude goes in, dies. Kill that dude. Cool, easy. Tess is out of the game. Fantastic. Get out of my lobby. We are on a heckin' win streak right now. Pay life to get this. Going to give Wind Fury to this guy. Gonna give Divine Shield to this guy. I think we actually sell the Rewinder now. The Keyboard Igniter. We play another Keyboard Igniter.
I'd get moving on the whole minion thing if I were you.
Never actually golden this. 2 Tavern spells that cost blood. Very helpful, very good. Ooh, that's really good. We're gonna grab you for next turn. We'll play this, we'll play this. Actually, this is only a 12-12. We'll sell you. Play the Planar Telescope. Get a Keyboard Igniter. Play the Keyboard Igniter. Discover a demon.
You can do better. Here's your coin.
Mind Muck. Very good.
Can't wait to see how that develops.
Very good. Yes. That turn played out perfectly. Could not have asked for a better turn, honestly. These two are going to eat demons at the end of turn. Or not demons, but minions at the end of turn. Maybe we can take out the other demon board here. Ooh, that's not good. This dude has a very well-scaled board. This dude is already up at tier 5, and he's got a double, or a golden fellbat. That's really bad for us, actually. Here is our first loss of the game. Oh, no. So, this person has gotten to what ultimately our build is going to want to do, which is sell the Wrathweaver for something that's actually going to scale as a demon. Oh, bad turn. Not good. Did not get any new demons. Still need to golden our second Floating Watcher. We didn't actually get a ton of stats for our board this turn. We got 4/4 for +4/+4 for everything. But that's it. So let's hope that we can take out a beast board this turn. What demons are we looking for here? So we've got Ashen Corruptors. We've got Minari Messengers. We've got a couple other demons that aren't really doing what I want. So there are 5 options for demons at Tavern Tier 5. There's the Ashen Corruptor. So does the same thing as a Sword Rewinder. It rewinds the damage we take, but instead of giving itself stats, it gives minions in the tavern +1/+1 until end of turn. Then we got the Batty Terror Guard. After I cast a tavern spell, so the thing that I picked up here that did +2/+2 to everything, another friendly demon consumes a minion in the tavern to gain its stats. We've got the Fellfire Conjurer, which says at the end of turn, your tavern spells that give stats grant an additional +1/+1 this game. Minari Messenger is a battle cry minion that says minions in your team's taverns have +1/+1 this game. I think that's duos only, actually. It is. So it doesn't appear in this lobby. Ooh, this is not good. Well, we're probably not out, but we're taking a lot of damage this turn. 10. No, we're done. Sucks. We got to the top 3, though. We did better than the first round. We'll play one more round, and we'll see what happens this time. So, that was a quick cue. Every 4 turns, get a faceless manipulator. Okay. I think we take Zyrella this game. The last 2 players are taking their time deciding who they're going to play. I wonder how many of them have disconnected already. 6, 7, cool. One of them is out already.
Are you ready for the big shoot?
We're going to grab you. And we're going to grab you. That actually really works out, because that actually gives it another +1 health, which means it can survive some of the early game minions. Are there mechs in this lobby? There are, so this person may have a cord puller, and if he does, it survives. Oh, no, they trade directly into each other. I do unfortunately lose. But I'm only taking 2. That does suck. But that was a little bit RNG. The Bubble Gunner could have rolled Divine Shield, and in that case he would have traded. But that's okay. 2 damage on round 1 is not that big of a deal. Honestly, the first handful of rounds up until your first trinket, losing health doesn't matter that much, because your trinkets are actually where you're going to swing the game back around in your favor. They're usually pretty big effects that this person's also doing Murloc stuff, huh? Taking 3.
I was waiting for you to come back.
I specialize in elven met relations.
Can't wait to see how that develops.
Supreme executive power.
I think this is what I'm going to do. This is not the best choice that I have right now, but it's a choice.
Hang in there, okay?
think this is the play. We have a free round this round, so it doesn't really matter what I do.
Oh, don't worry. I got pictures of that one.
Gonna grab this. We're gonna tear up. We can save for a lullaby. Actually, no, we shouldn't.
You've got me in your corner.
Well,
How did it go?
that's... Gonna grab that trinket. I'm gonna grab Lullabot. Gonna play you. I need to figure out why it sounds like I am so low. Is it just my end? Or am I just quiet? Okay, that's better. I hope that the feedback loop isn't coming in too strong. I'm trying to hear how my volume is doing.
Okay?
Okay. I'm gonna close that so it doesn't keep coming through. We zero out. That is good.
Look over here.
I'd rather zero out than deal damage to myself. Next turn, I get
Welcome to the crew.
a greater trinket. Grab you.
You should hire some help.
What greater trinkets am I looking for? That is a fantastic question. So if I swap to trinkets. The automaton portrait is a lesser trinket, so that's not going to help. We're already past the point of lesser trinkets being on my horizon. We've got bird feeder, which would be bad. We've got Bob's tip jar, which is also not great. Boom's monster portraits. Well, we'll see what we get here.
We should take that one again.
I think we take Pagel's fishing rod.
The tides shall wash you away.
Go to sleep.
A great addition to the tour.
Grabbing a golden automaton is really good right now. 5 gold. We'll do that. Cool. Cool. That was a good turn. So next turn we get our second golden trinket. Second greater trinket. What are we hoping for? We could get another Pagel's fishing rod if it shows up in the thing, and that might be good. Getting 2 tier 7 minions a turn is very helpful. I don't actually know if you can just naturally spawn 2 of the same trinket. We have... what other options? What other options do we have? Feral Talisman is really bad. Fridge Magnet could be fine. Fridge Magnet is Avenge 3, get a random magnetic minion. You get a Gilded Anchor. Other options. Oh, I guess we're getting that. Magnetic. Whole lot of nothing. That was a bad turn. Didn't have any really good options in terms of trinkets. Maybe I should have picked the one that gave me a random assortment of magnetic minions, but I figured that this one would at least have additional value moving forward in terms of basically being another copy of Mechanome Interpreter. So all my magnetized minions are giving additional +8/+8 as opposed to their base stats, which is helpful. I do have the potential to roll a tier 7 magnetic minion in the Boom Mobile, I think, which is just a huge amount of stats on a single minion. Trinkets were not very good. That sucks. We're taking a bunch of damage this turn. We're down to 5. Last game of the day, we might just be out. Have another automaton. Grab this. We'll put this on you. That's rough. Good game. Sorry for not really talking much. I guess I should try and talk through basically what my thought process is. I'm really hoping we can get a win this round, because we have not been doing so hot this game. But at the same time, I'm not really holding on to hope. But I think if we win, next turn we tier up, we try and look for some tier 4 minions. It's not looking too good for us gamers. Well, they only have 4 minions, but this one is going to summon another one. He also got a ton of health. Oh, no. That's rough. Oh. That's the power tearing up. You know what? That's not fair. We're going to do one more. That's the power of tearing up. Also, the power of not wasting your minion slots on bad minions. We'll do exactly one more match, because that was a quick one. And, we'll go from there. I'm not really, like, at first I was really liking Trinkets and Anomalies, but the game is just so RNG dependent now, it feels like. And Battlegrounds has always been RNG dependent. Random targets, you could just get screwed by... Double lesser portrait, huh? Yikes. Big yikes. Well, we got Demons, Murlocs, Pirates, Quillbore, and Undead. I can play Demons fairly well, I can play Pirates fairly well, I can play Murlocs fairly well. Not as big of a fan of Undead. I don't really like Quillbore. I think I play this and hope that they have something that doesn't have 3 power or 3 life. Hoping for a 2/2 or a Cord Puller. Cord Puller at least trade even with. But if not, okay, it's a Wrathweaver. I still win. Okay, so that's fine. Do a damage. we tear up. That is a Wrathweaver in the shop. I don't think I do Demas this game. Someone else already got a tier 1 Wrathweaver. I think... Oh... I think I try it. I think I gotta bait myself into it. I think I have enough health that I can even take the Ominous Seer. Okay, so we do a bit of damage. Good, 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 good. Take the Wrathweaver. We play Seer. Grab the trinkets. Put 2 blood gems on this dude. So he's now a 5/7. And we go into the 4th combat and just sort of hope for the best. So I don't think I ever finished completely describing what we're doing earlier. So, like I was saying, Hearthstone Battlegrounds is Hearthstone's version of an auto chess game. Yeah, you have a lot of strategy that goes into this. Minion placement matters a lot, and knowing when to use your abilities at your disposal is really important. However, combat is very RNG. Your strategy can only do so much. Like right here. That's... Okay, and we trade even. Cool. That works. Oh, that's very good. Poor unfortunate souls. Ooh. And we re-roll into another Soul Rewinder and a Patient Scout. This game is looking pretty good. Patient Scouts are a very risky bid, because if you can hold on to them for 6 turns plus the turn that you bought them, 5 turns plus the turn that you bought them, you can sell the minion for to discover a minion of the tier of a tier equal to how many rounds you held them for, basically. So if you buy it and sell it, you find a tier 1 minion. If you buy it, wait a turn, sell it, tier 2, yada yada, all the way up to tier 6. Except when you have the anomaly that allows for tier 7, you can then keep it for an extra turn to search for a tier 7 minion. If you golden it, you instead discover 2 minions of that tier, which I really like, but it is very risky. It kind of just sits in your board and does nothing until you eventually sell it. A lot of people would recommend actually not taking Patient Scouts at all, unless you are very sure of what you're doing. I would generally agree with that. I don't think Patient Scouts are very good. But I like the high risk, high reward. It's fun. Though it does suck when I lose a game and I go, oh man, that Patient Scout wasted away on my board. I could have sold it and put something else out there. There are a lot of times where I've lost a game with a minion in my hand that if I had just sold the Patient Scout and played it, probably would have gotten me the victory. Also a lot of times where it wouldn't have changed anything. Because if I have a Golden Patient Scout and I play the 8/8 in my hand, and the last thing they had was like 140 attack minion that had like 50 health, it wouldn't have changed anything. Yikes. Yep. Okay, we zero. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We're okay with this. We'll get this and play it. We're gonna play this muck. This mine muck. this for 2 gold next turn. We'll grab this. Next turn, we get our second lesser trinket. Really hoping for a Soul Rewinder portrait. Getting that locked in will do wonders for my game plan. If not, we're kind of stagnating until we find something in the shop. Really need 2 more Wrathweavers. Really need 1 more Soul Rewinder. The Soul Rewinder portrait will get us part of the way there. If not, I mean, there's a bunch of cool options still. Technically, could get another Felemental portrait. Could get the Bazaar sticker again. We need to tier up next turn as well. I can't keep sitting on turn 2. As much as I really want Soul Rewinders and Wrathweavers, it's probably not a good idea to stick around here. As we saw last game, getting to the higher tiers by the mid and late game is just too important. Spending the 2 gold now is very worth it. This dude has one of my Wrathweavers. Literally just sitting on it to be a jerk. It'd also be nice to get 2 more Patient Scouts, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Right now, it is just contributing 2 damage, so that's good. And we get a Rewinder portrait. Very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. Soul Rewinder in the shop. I am actually going to pick that up. I'll play the second Felemental. I'm going to grab this Careful Investment. We're going to look to the future. We have a Soul Rewinder portrait. We have a Rewinder portrait, and that's huge. This means this dude is actually going to scale very well. I have the second Soul Rewinder here basically just as a placeholder. If we can get a Golden Felemental, we can kind of just sort of rotate things in this slot here, and we'll just sort of scale the Soul Rewinder for now. If not, we'll probably just end up selling the Soul Rewinder this turn if we can find another demon that does more stats. But this is just a fine moment. There is also the potential we find a pointy arrow next turn and get this dude up to equal stats. That could be fun. We have no problem winning here. He doesn't even... he kills one of my minions. But if both my Felementals died, that's very important. There is actually the potential... I'm not going to sit and wait for them, but if I do actually golden the second Soul Rewinder, there is the potential... No. I'm going to take a chance on... Nope, okay. So we're going to sell this, play this. Sell that, play this. Sell this, play this. Do this. I think that's the play for now. Hopefully I can keep this roll going, because my demons are scaling very well right now. I'm not sure how I feel being on turn 8, heading into turn 9, and still only having 2 Wrathweavers. However, this is letting me get double triggers off of my damage dealt to myself. So that's okay. So start off getting planar telescope. Get a floating watcher. Get a patient scope. And I think we just sort of let the turn ride.
Thousand Needles is amazing! Wish I could fit it all in frame. Top of the leaderboard. That pose.
Refresh. We'll buy this Mind Muck for later. Can we get a third Patient Scout this turn? Well, we can get a Elemental. That's pretty big. Play a Mind Muck. Do this. Discover a minion. Ooh. I think we just do this. We do this. Play this. We refresh. There is the Patient Scout we need for next turn. Next turn, we get that Patient Scout. We sell the Patient Scout for 2 tier 6 minions. And we just go.
First place looks good on you.
Cool. We buy this. Play the Patient Scout, sell the Patient Scout. +1 gold, and that's helpful. That's okay. Put you there. We'll buy this for later. Discover a tier 4 minion. Imposing Percussionist, fantastic. We'll tier up to 4. Buy another Elemental for now. Get the Battle Cry. Get the Floating Watcher.
You've got a good eye.
We get a Melkazar.
You should hire some help.
Play this and sell this. Going to play the Watcher. There's our Golden Wrathweaver. We are golden boys. We are heading into the final 4. I think we have an actually really good shot at getting top 2 this game. I don't want to overstate our chances. I don't want to, like, jinx it. But I think we have a chance.
Top of the leaderboard. Hold that pose.
There we go. We do a bunch of damage. Fantastic. I thought we tiered up to 4 last round, but we did not. So first, go tier 4, buy the Wrathweaver, play the Wrathweaver, get a tier 5 minion. That doesn't help me right now, but we'll play it for now. Grab the spell. No demons.
You should hire some help.
That's a demon. We'll buy this. We'll play this. And I think we save this for the Bounding Fellstalker for next turn. But I think we're about to take this Lesser Demons board out of the game here. Just like we were last turn, they are going home, not in the top 4. I mean, there is the potential that this Shutterwalk player gets kicked out first. Then maybe this Galakrond gets 4th. But I think there is no way we lose this. I think we just send this man home. Let's see. The final 3 against me are Quillbores, Murlocs, and Quillbores, huh? We're gonna buy this. We're gonna buy this. We're going to play this spell. I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh.
Can't wait to see how that develops.
Refresh. Refresh. Okay, we're gonna sell this dude. We're gonna play this dude. Sell this dude. Play this. Free pointy arrow is always fine. We're gonna play that on this guy. No demons really in the shop. That's sort of helpful. Use that on this guy so we have some stats. I think we save this shop for next turn so we can get a percussionist. Somehow we did not actually end up killing the demons player. I was busy looking at some things for the stream. That's not very good. But I think we're still okay. We're still winning rounds, even if we didn't take that guy out. I was right, we didn't lose. I believe this is the Murloc. No, this is the other Quillboar board, which is a little worrying. But I think we are okay. So this guy is going down. That's a lot of stats. Okay, so this is going to be the first round that we lose. That's really bad. But that is the first damage that we have taken besides the single point of damage we inflicted upon ourselves at the top of the game. So, we're going to play this. Grab a pig eater. Sell you. Play you. Refresh. Refresh. Buy you. Play you. That. Play this. Grab this. Get our 2 refreshes. Buy you. Play you. Play you. Freeze for a floating watcher. We are now in a little bit of a scary position. We are still in first place. We have the most health available to us. But these Quillboar boards are not to be messed with. However, he did lose to that Demons board, so maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have just enough stats going around on our board that maybe we can do something here. Can't lie, I'm feeling a little bit put down by all of this. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna hope that after our 4 refreshes next turn, we get a Malchezaar gold in it, and then get 4 more refreshes out of him. That would be really good. Getting a Malchezaar before we've used all of our free refreshes is kinda cringe, but I'd rather get one than not get one at all. Okay, so this dude has significantly fewer stats. His spells, they get +6/+7, so that's fine. We are in a very good position here to just clear his board. He does kill that guy. Does kill those. My Elemental gets to die. We trade here. We do 11 damage. That's fine. I can live with 11 damage. I'm gonna buy the Floating Watcher. Refresh run. Refresh 2. Fell Stalker. 3, 4. Going to sell this Malchezaar. Play the Floating Watcher. Buy the Floating Watcher. Play the new Floating Watcher. Triple reward. That's a demon. play the demon, sell the demon. Bounding Fellstalker. That sucks.
I'd get moving on the whole minion thing if I were you.
That is at least a demon. Not a fan. Hoping for something kind of better than that. That is still a tavern spell, and that is still going to buff the minions in the shop for this game. Hopefully we get 2 triggers off of our Fellemental, and then hopefully we also get the spell off of that minion as well. But then hopefully the rest of our board can just clean up shop. Things are not looking great for us. We do only have to do 7 damage, so if we can do the same amount of damage that we did to him last time, I think we're okay. This Shudderwalk is very scary, though. Oh no, that's not great. In fact, that's actually really bad. We're not out. We do clear some of his board. I really wish that it swung here or here first, but that's not good. We are not scaling at all.
Well, not everything is front page material. You've got a good eye.
We do have a free round this turn.
You can do better. Here's your coin.
Not looking good, folks. We're going against the other Quill board. This might be our final round. We weren't able to beat this board last time we fought it, and they did a lot of damage to us. It's not looking good. We do at least have a minion that's almost 400 attack, but the rest of our minions are under 300 attack, and in total, we don't have that much damage on our board, and especially we don't have a ton of health. I'm not looking forward to this combat. Doing some quick math here. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and got about 1100 damage, but not a lot of stability to get that damage across to these Quillbore. We're gonna hope that it's enough. I would rather not go out this round, and we still need to win at least one more combat after this, because we're not going to have another free round. We're going from this into fighting whoever is left after the 2nd and 3rd place go. Alright, well, we kill that one. We don't kill their taunt minion. The second one we do, that's not very good. We kill that guy. This is kind of risky. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Kill that. We're going to take some damage here. At least it's only 8 damage, but that's still a lot. This late in the game, we only have 14 life left. Any combat lost at this point is game over. We can buy this. We can get this. We can do this. Not really liking our options here. We can discover a demon. Get a mind muck. We can make this dude eat a guy. Play that. Bounding Fellstalker to get a spell. Fellstalker again, hopefully. No. Well, we got a Malkazar in there. That is pretty good. We get another 2 free refreshes. have a gold. This is probably our last turn here. There is no way this goes where one of us doesn't lose. I mean, there's always the chance we zero out, but at this late in the game, especially against a Quillboar board, we just might not have enough. I'm not really liking our chances here. This is very scary. It actually may have been the play here to sell one of the Malkazars for the false implicator. I am a little bit terrified. Oh no. Okay, our taunt minion is still up. We still have both of our big minions out on the board, able to clear out some things. Really hoping these Divine Shields get eaten up by our weaker minions. No, they did not. And it was not enough. We are out. That was a tough game. Not really, actually. It wasn't really tough, so we got down to the final four. We did get second place, though. I was really confident we were going to get second place there. I knew early on that we had a chance. We took that chance. I think we did very well for ourselves here. Hell yeah. I think that's good enough for me for now, folks. We're going to call it here. That was really fun. I'm going to try and do this every day. Probably not at the same time, and that's going to do horrible for my metrics. Normally I will be streaming overnight, so I am in the Eastern time zone. I would like to stream between the hours of 2 and 5 in the morning, which is not really going to hit the North American audience, but it might hit the Australian audience, possibly even late night European audience. Both of those are totally fine. I really don't like being awake during the day, so we're just going to see how it goes. We're just going to have some fun with it. The plan is, as we're getting back into streaming, I am going to be looking into playing World of Warcraft on stream, Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I've got a bunch of single-player games that I would like to play. Anyone who's been around for a long time knows that this is not the first time I have made these promises, but I would like to replay Devil May Cry and get these videos up on YouTube, if I can get the Devil May Cry collection to work. It did not work for me the last time I attempted to play it. I've got some Final Fantasy games I could try to play. Not really sure I'm going to get around to them. Those are a little long. Maybe we could look into doing a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough for the stream. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to get a list of games together that I'm interested in streaming. So, Baldur's Gate 3... going to do another playthrough of Resident Evil on stream. I think I might do a playthrough of Silent Hill 2 Remake, just so I have it on stream. I have some opinions about that game. Opinions that people will not like. I wasn't a very big fan of Silent Hill 2 Remake when it came out last year, and I'm still not a fan of some of the changes they made. However, in excitement for the Silent Hill 1 Remake coming out eventually, I would like to have that on the channel to sort of cement my thoughts and feelings before we head into Silent Hill 1 Remake when that comes out. So, I think that's all I have for now. Thank you very much for watching if you were here. If not, that is totally fine. We have a bunch of fun things coming up on the channel. I'm going to aim for 3 streams a week. As I said, between the hours of 2 in the morning and 5 in the morning. I am going to be looking at streaming, if I pull up my schedule here. Hold on. I would like to be streaming every Monday night. So Monday heading into Tuesday at 3 a.m. Every Wednesday night, so Wednesday heading into Thursday at 3 a.m. And every Friday night. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's not actually helpful. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. 3-hour streams. It's not going to be the same thing every time. We're going to play a lot of WoW. We're going to play a lot of Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Like I said, I got a bunch of single-player games lined up that I'm going to want to play through. I have a lot of long single-player games that I have been meaning to finish and have not had the motivation to do so on my own. But I think for stream is the best chance I have at actually playing these games. And maybe, just perhaps, gonna look at doing a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 playthrough. As my favorite game of all time, I would really enjoy having that up on the channel. I have tried to do it before. Have tried to do it as a Let's Play previously on an older YouTube channel that I had. Was not very successful for me. But it was unsuccessful not due to viewer metrics necessarily, but because I had a hard time motivating myself to do separate videos and edit. If I just stream them, I think I actually could make it through both games. I think that is going to be on the docket for this year. Maybe not during the summer, but heading into the fall, I think we are going to do back-to-back Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 into Knights of the Old Republic 2. Gonna figure out how best to do that. Alright. I'm gonna wrap up stream here now. Would love to see you guys here tonight at 3 a.m. if you're wanting to show up. If not, come by any time. See me live. You see my offline videos. Additionally, we will be doing offline videos. Not entirely sure how that's going to play out. I think I want to do some narrations on the channel. I might do some one-off videos of certain games that I enjoy, or maybe talking about WoW news as it comes out. I have some very strong opinions about World of Warcraft. Been playing that since 2008, so not a vanilla player, but someone who keeps up with the lore, someone who keeps up with the new updates. There is a new WoW patch that's just been announced, as of today, actually. Maybe I'll have some thoughts on that. Also going to talk with some friends about starting a podcast on here. Not sure if that's going to go through. If we do, it will be a largely just gaming podcast. However, not entirely sure. No promises. That one's a little harder to get off the ground, getting people's schedules together, and yeah. Alright. That's the update on the channel. Those were some games of Battlegrounds. Let's try and do this thing. Let's take a real actual shot at this. Have a good one. See you tonight.